cut my string arm's length. I'm going to match up the ends, fold it in half, and I want to tie a loop like a balloon. For those of you that might not be very good with knots, I'm just going to make a loop around my finger and tuck this through. You don't want this hole to be so big. You want it to be big enough to loop around maybe your biggest bead, like that. Let's see if that will refocus. Okay, so then you just pull that tight after you know that that will go around one of your beads. Okay, so you want to string these in order of your writing, but if you string them in the wrong order, then you can just change the writing last. I know that my first bead that I write about is black and white, so I'm going to take the black and white bead, put one string in one end, like this, and put the other string in the other end, going the opposite way, so they're sort of crisscrossing inside your bead. From here, I'm just going to pull it all the way down to the bottom, like this. And a lot of times students say, all right, this is, why does it look like this? What you want to do is pull this string out so that the middle of the bead is centered with that knot. So if I just hold that there and then pull those strings tight, now it looks centered, like a hanging plant. Or like I've got like a ponytail on the top of my bead, right? So I'm just going to repeat that same thing with each bead. So I know my next bead is blue, so I'm going to go in one side and go through the other side. Oops. And pull that down. Oops. Okay. And again, as I get to the bottom, the string is really getting funky. Pull that through. Again, what I'm going to do when I get close is I'm just going to hold that where I need that to be and then pull those two sides so that they're lining up this way. You don't want the holes to be like this. You don't want it to be hole to bead. You want the beads to be sideways. So your holes are always on the side. Okay, at my last bead, this is my 10th bead. You can see I've strung all of these. And this is, again, I'm repeating myself to you guys. This is smaller than that one. So this shows you why you want your beads to be consistent in size. So this is nice and clean. Now, you actually need an 11th bead, but you're not writing about it. I'm going to take this baseball, softball bead just because I think it's pretty cool and I didn't have to write about it. This time I want to take both strings and put them in the same direction, like that. And I want to leave some space here. The amount of space is up to you. I'm just going to leave maybe about an inch. And I'm going to do the same thing, take both strings and take it back through the bottom and push that through. So you can see I'm looping that through again. And at this point, I'm going to tie a knot like I did at the beginning, a loop, and then pull that string through. And notice as I'm pulling this tight, I'm pulling this knot towards the bead so it's holding the bead in place. And then this extra piece here, this is all that excess that I just need to cut off. Now at this point you can fancify it. You can pull your string to the side so it looks nice. But now what you should be able to do is move your beads like an abacus up and down the string like that. If you really wanted, you could actually use this as a bracelet. I know some of these beads are awfully large, but if I wrap this around my wrist, now this is my interlocking system where I can pull that string over the bead and that will lock it into a bracelet. But that is it.